Hello, we're back. Yeah, second attempt, third attempt at this, and we're back. So just give me a second. I'm going to type somebody so they know I'm back. Oh, man. I'm here waiting. And so people that watch this later, the problem we just had is for some reason my computer flashed on and off. I thought I was still talking, and everybody's saying, "Oh, can't hear you, can't hear you." So I said, you know, "Hey, I was just, I was just saying what's happening because I don't know what's happening." It went off, and then it came right back on, and then you guys were talking, but you couldn't hear me, and all this stuff. And yeah, the other thing, I mean, I was talking earlier about how I get frustrated. Well, I was just frustrated. I was frustrated with that because I didn't know what the heck happened. I was frustrated with people, frustrated with people that text me. Now, don't take this the wrong way, but I focus on one thing and I can't answer you know what I mean? That's the thing that I don't know how I can control that, but that's the stuff that I'm sort of like I suffer from that lately. That stuff didn't bother me. It's like I just try to do one thing, but this little thing there, yeah, it's like I'm sweating, I'm hot. Yeah, it's crazy. No, no, but I do worry. Like, I mean, that's what people like. I do worry. I'm not a people pleaser by any means, but I like to get things right. And when things black out, like what happened, I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know why I blacked out. I don't know why we went off the air. I don't know if anybody else knows, but I don't know why. Yeah, that's the thing. And it's like, ooh, no, 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 I don't want to hear, oops, sorry. There's nothing for you to be sorry about, Kim. I'm just telling you how I feel. You know, that's all. That's all it is. You know, I mean, that's all it is. I'm just like, you guys want to know me? Well, just lately, this stuff drives me insane. You know, it does. It drives me insane. And I know you guys are here. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm not gonna smile and and everything. No, this is me. This is what happens. This is why a lot of things have changed since I got back here. I used to talk to people. Now I don't talk to people, and I'm just like, yeah, So I'm just trying to move in my groove and trying to figure it out, it's quite difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna stop about that. I'm just telling you that's how I feel. No, I know. Yeah, but I don't know why it happened. Some people know. Oh, I know why that happened, but I don't, and I'm like, you know. And you guys take time out to come see me, and oh, okay, okay. No, no. I mean, it's just yeah. We'll talk about something else. Hey, Papa, how are you? So yeah. So before we got really interrupted, this is what I'm talking about here. Now I think Princess Auto has it in America, and this stuff here has it Canadian Tire, Princess Auto. Yeah, that stuff. I just found that out from my friend Brian. That stuff works amazing. Thank you, Papa. Anyways, yeah, that stuff. It's not good on paint because it won't give you a bright shine, but it's good on Hey man, I cleaned my tires. I cleaned everything. I just sprayed it on, and it just took all the dirt off. So yeah, I guess we did lose a lot of people. Got fed up with where the heck is Jeffy? But yeah, it's just yeah, and I'm just trying my best to you know, my Bears beat the LA Rams. Yeah, now I don't know what to talk about. Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I know it's out of my control. I mean, that's it. I know it's out of my control. It's just that, yeah. Well, okay, okay. Well, what got done? I washed my truck. It's not really in order, but I washed my truck. I cleaned my engine, all with that stuff I just showed you. I took off the other side of the flares, and then and that got washed. I showed you that little thing that I was making for my roof. I also my kitchenette door came down, but something happened and the wire came off. And anyways, I had to redo that. I cleaned that out a little bit. I screwed down a license plate that got turned in, got ripped off somehow with my wheelchair. I also I bought a net with Velcro, and I put that where my poop bucket is in front of it, so nothing comes out. But it kept on one side was a thicker side, and that stuck pretty well. And then the other side is not a sticky, or it's not a thick side. It's only half an inch. So I cut one of the strips, put it there, and it kept on falling two or three times. So one night I was dreaming and it was on my mind. So the first thing I did when I got up in the morning, I put two screws in that, one at the top, one at the bottom, stuck it, and hasn't fell off since. So we got that figured out. I cleaned out part of where I can sit my floor, I call it, near my kitchenette. I also put up some clips for a blanket that's going to go in between the back and the front. I also made a curtain rod out of I don't know, yeah, half-inch PVS, I think it is. Yeah, half-inch conduit, rigid. So yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm in the process of doing that. There's a carving part of that I have to do first. I haven't finished that yet. Uh, and what else did I do? Uh, yeah, I just cleaned out stuff and moved stuff around, and yeah, and then I still have to figure out how to put up that Starlink thing. Well, I got part of it. I think that's going to be easy. It's the other. There's a couple of other boxes that come with it, and I have to set up my Starlink so I get the bill on time and right on where I want it to be. Um. Oh, like I said, I was going nuts today. I opened up uh, my back slider, and I took apart. I dug into all my nuts and bolts and stuff like that, and I poured them out on my back table, and I put them all in. Yeah, I put them all in. I bought at dollar store. Yeah, I'm just over here, just trying to. Yeah, so I did that. I let my daughter use it. She loves it, so I said, it's not cheap. That big bottle I showed you is only $12. In the States, it's cheaper than that, and you get more if you buy it in the States. So yeah, I separated all these things, and they fit in. I got three of these, two of these, and then one bigger one. And yeah, that's what I did this morning. Um, and yeah, it's just makes it easier instead of me like looking all over the darn place for everything because I don't know where everything is half the time. That's the other confusing part with me. Uh, let's see here. With friend and what done? Okay. Um, yeah, I think pretty much that's all it is for now. Oh, I uh, I finally uh, I finally got attached. I have they look like beer containers. Uh, Pops Blue Ribbon, and I cannot find bicycle things. Put your bottle in there so it hangs on to your bike. Dollar store doesn't sell that anymore. I went in there and I went to three of them before I asked the question. Where the heck's your bike stuff? They go, we don't sell that. We stopped. I went, oh, okay. So I had to order that online. They weren't that expensive, like they were $10 or something. I got the cheapest ones. And but I screwed them up, put my containers in there, so now they don't flop around all over the place. The only thing that's heavy enough not to flop around, it seems, is my Blue Eddy. So yeah, so that's in the back here, so I can easily have easy access to it if I'm working back here, or yeah. And I got my van plugged in, so I'm getting a lot of power from the house. Yeah, yeah, and that I just been keeping busy, and I've been sleeping a lot too. Like I haven't been waking up early. I try to go to bed early, but I'm in this routine now, and it's like I seem to be up for longer than I want to be. Uh, yeah, and I'm still tired, and I don't know really why. I go take a shower, I go take a swim. Haven't done that lately. Like I said, I was waiting around for some money to come in because I didn't have any. And I mean, I had some, but I didn't want to spend it. But once I got paid and once I got everything situated, like I went from like $700 last month of paying, and shows on my bank thing. All of a sudden, I'm at over 2 grand because I paid this, paid that, paid everything. Uh, I owed a bill at Chrome's place. I paid that. So I mean, I'm slowly moving along, but it's just, and then with everything else, it's just um, and the everything else I'm talking about is me. I'm not the guy I used to be or something. I don't know what the heck, but yeah, I feel a little different. That's all. I still want to do this. Like one of the biggest things I felt was when I sort of like got a little bit into my head was this was not fun anymore. Yeah, I mean, with everything that was coming at me and all this and losing money and blah blah blah, and I just felt like, oh, this ain't fun. And and that's why I've taken time to go back and find that fun, because I love this stuff. I love you people. I love people I haven't met yet but are all over the world. I mean, I love this, and I wanted to go back to it being like it used to be when it was fun. And I lost that somewhere, and I want to find it. And I think I am finding it. And a lot of you diehards here are still following me, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to probably put out, Craig. I'm going to probably put out a little short of that. But yeah, I'm going to do that. It's like I'm trying to just get stuff put away. But yeah, I Jeff hope you're well. The Starlink is going to be a big game changer for you. Yeah, I hope so too. Uh, Yeah, I mean, I got I bought a whole bunch of containers at the beginning of this, okay? And I got one for my, insulin that I put in the fridge, right? I don't have a freezer, I just have a fridge. And I don't know how it happened, but I guess put a little coal to that and that plastic just shatters. And I'm like, wow. So I'm trying to find a better plastic or a better glass or whatever. You don't want to have a lot of glass in your van because stuff happens. Uh, well, my next adventure is probably I'm not really sure. It'll probably be next spring, obviously. Uh, yeah, it'll probably be next spring, but I still got to make it through the winter, and I think excuse me, I think I can make it through the winter here outside. I mean, I'm close enough to my daughter. I mean, I'm about 2.5 feet from her, so and I'm trying to figure out, okay, how much it's going to cost me, and well, she doesn't want a lot because if I just stay out here, I just use the electricity. So yeah, and the Wi-Fi. So that'd be cool. Well, yeah, we all got to pay our bills, right, Tim? I mean, it's just well, Terry, that's the thing with okay, I'm using that PVC pipe. Now it's a bigger thing. But I'm trying to do it so halfway through the window, like I'll have one bar here and it come out and it'll do that. And I got another bar here on the other side of the van. It'll come out and do that and it'll meet in the middle. So I'm hoping, and I got a little piece of wood up in there somehow. I'm hoping that I just drill a hole through the pipe so the curtain doesn't go past center on both sides, and that's the only screw that I want to use for that end because I don't want put a lot of screws in because it'll just stop it from going. I did buy from Amazon a plastic thing and had a whole bunch of runners and everything. But there's too many twists in the van. And I knew that before because the back end of this van does weird things. It'll go this way and then it'll tilt that way or this way. And not everything is able to on a short string. You can't really twist it too well. Anyways, I ended up crimping that thing I had for the front. So I started over. But that again, that two of them PVC things and a couple of little connectors, that came to a total of I think just $18, which I can live with. It's like, yeah, okay. I mean, and I'll probably spray paint it black. Uh, and the only reason I don't want to keep it gray because there's numbers and stuff on it. It doesn't look done. So I'm going to try to do that. So that's in the making. And I just find, and that's where my frustrations come. I just find that it's very hard to do it alone. So I'm trying to figure it out, and so I went to the bigger material, but it ain't gonna drop too much. I'm gonna have to send the end pipe through a hole, so it'll give it some stiffness. So if the curtain's out there, that one screw in the middle, it ain't gonna sag. So that's what I've been doing. Let me see here. I have to get a little bit closer to my van, and if I can reach, okay. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of wood, and uh, I guess they threw them out. Well, they put them in a box outside, which doesn't hurt. But I drew this picture. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I'm gonna split that right in half. So this will be left, right. You know, and then I got to drill a hole right through here. That's where that pipe's going to go, right through that. And then it's going to be like flipped like this, right? And then it'll be up there, and I'll be able to where the X's are, and down below that's where I'm going to put screws into the wood that I did. So yeah, and that's the way it's going to go. It's going to go this way, and then the pipe's going to go right there, and I can screw that pipe in or glue it in. I'll probably glue it in. But yeah, that should give it, you know, that should give it that like the pipes. This is the block I'm talking about. That should give it ri- rigidness. So when you put the curtain there, it ain't gonna droop down. And if I got a screw over here in the middle, it won't droop down. So that's why I bought that pipe. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I find a lot of stuff and I say, oh, I think I can make that. Mind you, the making of that stuff. Hey, Ruby. Mind you, the making of that stuff. Um, Yeah, the making of that stuff takes time. And I think I just seen Kim ask about can you put them in containers or Ziploc bags. I did that with some of my stuff, and that's why I did it with the plastic, especially my screws, because they poked holes, and I got screws everywhere. And I was like, "What the heck happened here?" Yeah, I did. I bought a whole bunch of nice plastic bags, but it didn't work out the way I thought. You know, I mean, we talked about this before, like. I mean, I'm a little bit of old school or whatever, but there's stuff like if I can make it, that's what I want to do. I want to make it, you know. Oh, please don't do that again. I hope I'm not frozen. Holy jeez. Oh, hey, we're laughing, Ruby, because we just had a little mini heart attack fiasco. At least I did. The thing blanked off and on, and then I couldn't hear them and they couldn't hear me. And oh, yeah. Anyways, we got that figured out. So, yeah. Anyways, hello, Jeffy, Southern Van Life. Hello, Jeffy, Georgia in the house. Hello, everyone. Weather is getting great for van life. Woohoo. Yeah, it is. It's really good. Roxanne, check into some of the metal or the meal prep containers, soup, freezer containers, etc. They are made for refrigerator and more. Thank you very much, Roxanne. I'm on. I feel. I used to watch my grandma and my mother, and they're all walking through the stores and looking at all these containers. I feel like I'm following steps with them, looking for stuff like that. I was like, oh, geez. Oh, put medicine in a zip. Well, I do have my insulin in a Ziploc bag, Kim. I do, and it works fine. I got to turn one upside down, like all of, all the ones that aren't being used right now are full, and there's nothing. I put them heading south, and the other ones that I'm using on a day to day, so that's two needles. I put that north. That's how I find my way around. Oh, last week I did copper. I don't even understand that. Insanity? No, copper. I like copper, and I was going to do that with copper, but copper's too expensive, and so I went to I went to the smallest gauge or that I know of, half an inch. I went to the smallest gauge of that PVC pipe or whatever, and it says rigid on it. So I said that was at least $5 to $7 cheaper. So I bought two of those instead of buying a lot of copper. But I love copper. And oh yeah, like where my headboard is. I got lots of ideas, but I gotta stop it. I'm gonna come to a point where yeah, I gotta stop it and I gotta start doing my YouTube job more. Um, but yeah, the place where my clothes are at the back of the van, uh, everything when I put something there, every time I drive or whatever, it swings off and it falls down on the ground or whatever. and it doesn't stay up there. So what I'm thinking of doing, I have an old, the wooden sticks I use for a hook. I have one of those because the hook broke. So I'm gonna cut that up in little things like that, just little pieces, and I'm gonna screw them into the top of my I call it the closet where all my clothes are, and I'm gonna drill a couple of holes in there, and I'm gonna put some wood in and glue it. Just you can get them at the dollar store, but you can get them at the hardware. They're like about $4 maybe, either for some hardwood or whatever. And then I can cut them up and then put them through them little pieces of wood, and then screw that right down into the top of my. So that way, when I put stuff up there, it ain't gonna zippity doo dah across the floor. So that's another idea. I got lots of ideas. Just don't seem to have time. Did not ask. It was Monday. I was close, but they said, "Oh, okay." Uh, hey, Donna, how are you? I'm just going back and reading. Oh man, don't ever do that with your fingers to a guy. Do what? What did I do? You talking to me? Oh, this or whatever? I don't know. Uh, uh, I know you guys are listening to me, and you guys are talking amongst each other, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I just some of the questions I wonder, are you talking to me? Yeah, you talking to me? That doesn't work well. I can't go back for some reason. I wish I could. Still listening to you. Oh no, I'm sure you are. I'm just like in public. This you talking about? Or yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I missed that. I missed that conversation. Yeah, Terry, that's a good idea too. Because I was thinking about that. I got a short piece. I was thinking about doing the same thing at the back of my van. Um, well, just just underneath because I don't have a lot of room there. But if I can, where my stickers are, I was thinking about doing that and putting the pair like maybe a thing of fairy lights in there with a little switch. That's another thing I have to get to. I want to put electrical back here somewhere. I also notice when I open up my electrical box, it's it's right behind the computer here. When I pull that back, it was warm in there, so I wanted to either put a little hole somewhere and put a cover on it to make it look nice, but put a hole to let the air out because it seems like it's getting hot. Oh, just let it ride. Okay. I just don't. Yeah, I just didn't understand. I have a hard time letting stuff ride when I don't understand stuff. I mean, I don't think of stuff like that. Back in the day, I might have, but yeah, But I'm not in the street anymore. I'm not living that life, so gestures and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to them. Is Raven in the house? I didn't see that. Hey, hey, Raven. Good to see you. Yeah. So I mean, I want to stop doing projects right now. Like eventually, I got a few that I want to get done. I'm in the process. Yes, I did, Mama Kim. I did that. No, I did, Kim. Uh, yeah, it's up front there right now, but I was showing my friend, I crossed this off, crossed that off, crossed that off. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure that out. Update on ramp. Nothing new to say. Okay, Ruby, thank you for showing up. Hugs back at you, my dear. Yeah, no, I mean, I do that, and I notice, like, just talking to people and just being in my van, I just noticed that my brain pops from here to here to here to here, and I'm like, it's like, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. But anyways, it's a one day at a time thing. I'm doing my best. You know what? I know you guys, are wondering and about the getting into the house. I'll get into the house if I have to get into the house. All I'm saying is that I yeah, some of you won't approve. I really want to sleep outside this winter. I really do. I just want to I mean, I've slept outside at 40 some below when I was younger. I'm not young anymore. That's a fact, and I don't have legs. But yeah, I want to try it. I want to give it a good effort. Yeah, I want to give it 100%, effort onto getting stuff done and to make my van warm and comfortable. That's why I'm putting up two curtains. One for now. Well, now is coming short to close, but one for now, and then one a heavy curtain or something, or a heavy blanket, or a good moving blanket, because they're heavier than the ones I bought before. The ones I bought were like cheap. They weren't that good. I already got the pins in there, so I can just clip them up top and then just let it hang down to the ground, and that should keep that. That means it's only like about a 7 or 8 foot 8 foot closure from the front to the back to keep the heat in. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, well that explains it, Jeffy. We didn't know you wanted to spend winter in the van. Well, I probably wouldn't have. No, I probably wouldn't have if they didn't take off the ramp, but they took off the ramp right away. Like, and that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I wasn't around. But now to redo it, then I have to buy more stuff. Like, I don't want to spend any more money than I need. I want to, yeah, I didn't want to spend any more money than I need to spend. And I got all my money is in this van, so I might as well make sure this is insulated. That's all. And that's what I'm thinking. That's all. Yeah. Sorry I didn't let you know, Insanity. I just can't abide by that cold. I lived in Evanston, Wyoming for 3 years. One winter, a Yukon came down and we were minus 75 with wind chill for 3 days, minus 59.44 Celsius. I just can't abide cold. Well, I can't abide cold and I can't abide heat. However, I'd rather have the coolness than the heat because the heat's killing me. And it's not really all that hot right now, but yeah, it's like it really, I don't know, I'm suffering some days. What about your things in your room in the house? Oh, well, before I left, Raven, I condensed that down to smaller thing, and everything I got here, I'm throwing stuff out here. Uh, and Yeah. So I mean, once this is done, once these little projects I get done are done, then it's like I yeah, then I'll have a little bit more room. And then if I need anything, I know where my heater is. I know where everything else is. So yeah, I just have to. Uh, there's only a few things you really got to do. Okay, so one of the things I really got to do, and I figured it might work. I have an extra blanket, so I'm going to put that underneath my mattress. But I also went to the dollar store the other day and I bought one of their. They have an extra large window covering, like the silver. It's like Reflectix, but it ain't Reflectix. Uh, and one or two of those I can cut up, tape up, whatever, and put that on the bottom underneath my mattress and I think that will help with the cold coming through on my back. That's one thing. All them things from so cozy, they're all heat resistant, cold resistant. I mean, they got stuff in there and it's like it stops the heat and the cold from coming in. So all my windows are done except the one near my bed. And that's the one I'm going to have to sort of like buy something and probably cover that one up a little bit better and put a piece of plywood there and some more of that felt stuff that I got or anything as long as it's covered. And I think I will be snug like a bug in a rug. Yes, I think. I can't do Wisconsin winters in a van. Thank God. I have places to go. My van is not long for this world, though. Not sure what I'm going to do. Well, I really don't have the answer for you, Raven, but I do know, things come up when we least expect it. So hang in there, my dear. Something will come up, you know. Not sure what, can't tell you what, but I believe something will come up. Mr. Snuggles, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, but look at some of the people that were in was it Calgary last year? I mean, they dropped down to -46 or whatever the heck that was, and most of them were in a van. I didn't hear of anybody. I hope I don't, but I didn't hear of anybody dying or anybody got frostbite. I heard that they were cooler than normal, but I mean, they survived it. And sometimes, I mean, that's what I've learned about myself. Maybe to talk about it before it happens, I don't know. But when you're there and it happens, it feels like somebody putting a gun to your head. And it's either you're going to do this or you're not going to do it. Make your choice. And for some reason, it's like, for some reason, I get the inner strength or my brain kicks in and I start really thinking outside the box. And normally, like, I come in. And normally, like in this scenario, it's not like I'm going to be away from home. I'm going to be right, like I said, right behind me. That's my home. So I'm that close. So and my daughter's been really good. So I mean, I just have to give her a call, even if it's in the middle of the night, and she'll come out and grab me. Well, that's the other point, Marco. I wasn't going to mention that, but that's the other point. I'm not going to get frostbite in the toes. Well, that's it, man. Like, I mean, my other extremities are short, so you know. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I don't laugh at everything, like, and I don't always make fun of everything, but I do know that laughter makes things a lot easier to deal with, and I'll be all right. But trust me, if I start freezing, I'll get my butt in there if I have to crawl in. I mean, I'll get my butt into the house. Don't worry about it. Uh, Oh yeah, keep the fingers warm. That's for sure. Yeah, I forgot all about that, Terry. I do have a like a heater. I'm not really fond of the heater thing, but electric blanket, that's a good thing. But well, I got Rambling Rocketeer gave me a little thing, and I still have it. It's not a blanket. It's just like a heating pad, but it's a good one. It won't stay on all night. It'll turn down. And one of the things, okay, I don't really pay attention because I mean I pay attention when I'm using them. Don't get me wrong, but I don't pay attention to everything. But on the side of them heating blankets, it says it's not good for diabetics because our skin, you can, if we get burnt, we get infected and so on and so on. But yes, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about maybe a heating blanket with new stuff on it. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm aware of that, but I think that's a good idea, and I'll look into that. Lifestyle coaching with Donna Flynn. I'm doing well, Jeff. I ordered a solar battery, fairy lights, and a few other things to make my van more comfortable. Well, and that's pretty much it. Like, like I do the same thing in lots of ways, and people have given me lights, and I got lights I ordered I haven't put up yet because I'm not an electrical genius, but I do believe that if people show me stuff and and talk to me and just say, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I can put it together." I know I can. It's just that's the thing. Colder than a witch's mitt. Yep. Well, heating blanket. I got a heating pad that not insanity. Sorry, insanity. That Rambling Rocketeer gave me. It's only about that long, that wide, but it's got like it doesn't stay on forever. It'll give you a 20-minute rush, like a 20-minute heat, and you can have it on medium and or just to warm you up, and then it shuts down, which is great. Yeah, that's a good idea too. You're right. I mean, these are things that ain't going to be it ain't going to be all that different. Um but yeah, I mean, I still got to paint the outside, the bottom part of my van where I took that thing off, that flare off, because I don't want it to rust. I found me some tape at the dollar store, and I know dollar stores like, that stuff's garbage, but it's a lot cheaper than if you went to a painting place or a car place where it's got the tape on one thing and paper on the other, so you don't have overspray. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. I still have to wash that spot to get all the dirt and whatever's there off, and then I gotta dry it. Then I gotta put a coat on it there first. What do you got? Primer. And then once the primer's on, then I just take the paint once I put the paper out. But I put the paper before I put the primer. And then I put the tape up there and then just stick it up and then just spray paint it black. Simple as that. And that's what I want to do. And it's gonna go in between the front tire and the back tire. I think there's a little spot around the curve in the back and underneath the bumper in the front. So yeah, one, two, three, four, five, six little spots about that big, you know, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So I want to get that done sooner than later, and yeah, you know, I don't like to be too high. I really don't. Shiver, don't Hey Ray, I don't want to really shiver, but yeah. because I sweat a lot. I got night sweats. So, and I've slept outdoors, and I slept outdoors, and I don't want to wake up with shivering because that's the worst. And this weather is different than out west, or up north. North is dry cold. Here is a little bit of wet cold. So that's what gets you. It gets into your bones. Here, I have good news. I lost 50 pounds and then stopped losing. But I'm losing again, and now I've lost 62 pounds. Well, good for you, Terry. Very good. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Laura Stewart. Hello, Laura. Uh, hey, Laura. Me too. I get night sweats too. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? And it's funny, right? When I did winter survival, they tell you, okay, whatever sleeping bag you're in, get into your sleeping bag and strip naked, and keep all your clothes at the bottom of your sleeping bag. So you're sleeping naked, and I slept naked in minus 42. Naked as the day I was born, and I did not freeze. And then all my clothes weren't crusty, like I mean, from frost or anything like that. They were warm. Put them on, got out, and it was a lot better than trying to do it any other way. I'll let you two guys have a private conversation there. Oh man. Yeah, after this, maybe I'll put together a little short so you can see what I've been doing. Oh, geez. Even guys know that, Kim. When women start talking about hot and cold and sweats and stuff, unless you got diabetes, yeah, that's usually when women turn. I'm not meaning they get mad or no. I just their bodies turn. That's it. Yeah. I grew up with two daughters and sister and a lot of people when I was a counselor living in there. Yeah, I know a little bit more than your average bear, but maybe not much. Doug done Benny Hill skit. Bob told me that it looked like I was pregnant. I told him I suspected it was only a ball of gas, but when it came out, I named it after him. Oh, jeez. Uh, I get night sweats too, really bad, and I need to let one foot or leg stick out of the covers. Yeah, I think a lot of us get that. You know, been there, done that, Miss Muscles, and nurses no. 55, baby. Yeah, older. I'm in between. I'm sure I'm in between you two. 66. Woohoo. I don't know if I've been on this live chat before or if I was, it's been a while. Lord Stewart, well, if you haven't, or if you have, welcome back and thanks for showing up. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a crisis of trying to change my stuff. Not really a crisis. I'm just trying to reinvent myself, and some old things work, and I got to find some new stuff. So yeah, uh, Doug. Oh, okay. Raven, I do that too. Sanity. Raven, 58. Oh. And the only one's not going to tell you her age is Insanity. She never has said her age. I think I know it close, but it's hard to make sure. It really doesn't matter. I mean, here today, gone tomorrow. Carrie Newell, I remember those days. I never understood why the men in my life couldn't understand the warnings. Leave me alone if you want to live. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not that I had a lot of women, but I mean, everyone was different. Oh, yeah. Some were nice during that time, some were miserable, some were maybe say good day, hope you have a nice day, and run for the door before the brain kicks in. Yeah, there's been a few of those too. But I mean, I understand. I mean, I understand. Not that I'm going through the same thing, but like I said, like we had that little thing there where the computer went off. I went through so many different emotions. I was about to yell, swear, whatever, and it's just like that. I started to sweat. I started to get uncomfortable. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand that. Oh yeah, we're all charmers. I know you guys. I know. This is a conversation just for women here, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of that, today, my grandson was trying to do something, and my daughter was there looking at it and said, "What are you doing to your helmet?" And he didn't do it right. He wanted to keep it up a little bit and stuff like that. And he said it's cool. And I said it's cool till you get hit in the face with a hockey puck. Uh, Hello, Crossroad. Uh, yeah, and then I'm sitting there, and he said, "Oh, what are you doing? Like, tell me what you're doing. I don't understand." So he explained it to me. This is cool, and he's jimmy rigging or he's doing something to his mask, the thing that protects his face, and he's got it up like sideways instead of it being tight to your face. He's got it like this way, and I said, "What the hell?" And then you can tell my daughter's the mother, right? She, you can't. You're gonna get hurt. And I said, "You know what, Kate?" I said, "Every guy does that. Every guy does that. They want to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, it's dangerous, but that's what we do." She started to laugh. Well, it's not just a hockey puck insanity. It's a stick underneath that. It'll rip your nose off, or you'll break your nose, or whatever. Oh yeah, well, that's what I say. Even with all the nice work that Andy did to my van, I mean, he did. I mean, I put some cosmetic stuff on it, nothing really important, but that's my style. I like that stuff. A lot of chaos up here. But yeah, uh, there's always something around the corner to fix or do, and that's the whole point. I mean, you know, I got my van the way I like it. And I'm trying to just improve what I got. And when I bring new stuff in, I gotta try to put in. I gotta try to put new stuff up so I can hold stuff. So yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. I don't know. I don't know if Lauren's on today or going to be on today, but hope I didn't step on anybody. Uh, but yeah, it's just been it's been nice, but it's been a little frustrating, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's life. Like life doesn't work. Oh, been on before me. Well, good then. I didn't. Yeah, that's great. Sure is. You know, and same thing with this. With this Wi-Fi stuff. I mean, my daughter's kept it on the past couple of days, and I appreciate that. But I never know. And she doesn't think I might be doing something outside. You never know, and then all of a sudden it'll just turn off, and I'm like, oh man. Hello, big brother. Yes, hello. We're all good. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. If you think there's not a curved life, you better try to go back to where you come from, because there's lots of things, man. That's why sometimes I think I'm at that point now where I mean you are going to have some future plans, no doubt, but I just take it like like one day at a time, 1 second at a time, whatever, or 1 week at a time, and I try to get everything done, and then I move on, and that's it, and that's what I try to do, and I'm not successful at it as much as I'd love to be, but I try not to get upset or bent in the process. And it's a learning thing, it's a learning thing. I mean, when I really get bundled up or like, really get messed up in my head, I mean, I look at all the stuff that I have done, and and sometimes I forget all the stuff I have done, but I look at all that, and then and I still got a long way to go. I mean, I'm tuning myself. Like, I mean, I've gotten upset lately over nothing. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with you? And, and I start tuning myself. I start saying, well, you know, it'll be okay. And I'm hanging out with people right now. I'm hanging out with people, well, one person like Brian, but I'm hanging out with him. He seems to sort of like push that off like dandruff. It's like, yeah, okay. It's not sticking to him. And I say, I apologize, but I said, I just he goes, oh, that's all right. And it's really cool. So it's like, yeah, I'll slowly get to it. You know, I'm not really worried about it because none of us leave here. Everything we are trying to do has been accomplished. I don't believe, anyways. I really can't say it, but I've seen people, and yeah, you know, they've gone, you go as far as you can as long as you're looking at yourself changing, yeah. I mean, we are complex. Like, I mean, our lives can be really smooth one minute and tipsy, topsy, curvy the next. And yeah, it's kind of funny. That's all. Well, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's the thing. It only takes a day. It only takes one day. Like, I mean, boom, and you say, well, yeah, like I'm really grateful. I'm still here. Uh, Sheep wool is warm and cozy, but you can buy a Mongolian blanket on Amazon or Temu for a cheap price. Those are really cozy and warm. Okay, Ruby, I will check into that. Are they heavy though? That's what I'm looking for, a heavy blanket. I got lots of warm stuff. I'm looking for a heavy blanket. Something that's heavy that'll keep the cold out, like when I drop it from the ceiling to the floor. And as long as it does that, then it's yeah, I'll buy it. Like I'll get something like that for sure. They are heavy. Okay. Thank you very much, Ruby. Mongolian blanket on Amazon or Timu. Okay. I think I bought a couple of things on Timu. I think they were all right, but yeah, it's all good. Anyways, okay, I've been on here almost an hour, but I I was on here a little bit longer last time. Yeah, well, no, I believe somebody some of the stuff I see, somebody sent me something, and she wants me to do a review on some stuff, and I forgot what the heck she was selling. So I wrote her that, and I said, I apologize, but I forgot what your product is. And anyways, it didn't come up with that. It came up with camping chairs, which I don't need. Different things for people that could stand. I don't need. I have everything else, stove and stuff. But she did say, "Oh no, we got good sleeping bags," and I went, good sleeping bags. Yes, yeah, I'll sponsor that. Yeah, I'll sponsor that for sure. I mean, I'll look into that because that's what I need. You know, I need something good. Southern van life. Hi, Jeffy Bear. Keep on rolling, bro. Well, thank you very much. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm rolling. Sometimes it's downhill. Sometimes it's slowly uphill, but I'm rolling. So yeah. Well, I do have a good dye heater, Doug. I have a. I have a. Yeah, I got a good one. Instead of a diesel one, it's a gas one. Runs off my tank. Um, it's not a Wabasso. It's the other one. And I do have a couple of fans, and I do have a roof vent fan that's really good. And I did learn something. And I did learn something the other day, and you guys probably already know it if you have a van or whatever. But you don't have ceiling fans, right? I mean, you can suck air in, suck air out. On right now in this weather, when it gets cold at night, I suck the air in, keep it cooler for me. I like it cool, and I still sweat. But my friend Brian told me, and I think Chrome knows it too. He told me that if you just put on the fan, not the heater, just the fan, it'll do the same thing. It'll circulate cool air from the outside all the way through the inside. Yeah, I mean on your heater, I should say, on your diesel heater or your gas heater. It'll take the air from the outside and circulate it. So that'll give you some air circulation or coolness if it gets too hot. That's what they told me. So I'm gonna check that out. Ah, sorry, insanity. I can't send anything to anybody. Not the coal part. The only thing I ever heard about air that has been sent that has been sent is bad air from your rear end. Somebody sent that one time in a container, and it still stunk when they. Yeah, I don't think you want anything like that. I don't know about cold air though. John Maley. Hey Jeffy, how you doing? Well, we're still alive, John. Thank you very much. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I say just okay. I mean, I'm fantastic. I mean, I every now and then, I mean, I really take a look at my life and I say, wow, I'm just amazed of all the people, friends, life I still have. Yeah, my van, my lifestyle. I look at a whole bunch of different things. That is always cool. I probably don't talk about that enough, but yeah. And I don't want people to get bored with me talking about that too much because people do get bored with that because their life might not be that great. So yeah, they do get bored of that. Well, thank you, thank you, insanity. Yep, I feel a little bit better. I don't know if I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Well, somebody picked on it the other day, or not pick on it, but I mean, picked it out. I'm sorry. I'm looking backwards here for some reason. It never happened to me before. At least I didn't notice it. See, I'm trying to go. This eye is still a little puffy. I think I got a bit by a mosquito. Uh, and yeah, I mean that's all it is. It's not really itching, but it's hanging in there. Been there for a while, and yeah. So that's somebody's asked that before, and I don't know if I answered it properly, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Raven. Oh, that was Kim. Okay. That's as bad as the apple juice the truck drivers throw out. Tastes rotten. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I did, Raven. That's all right, man. Okay, Miss Muscles. Uh-huh. Oh, Jeffy has no meaning. No, that's not true. Don't buy that watch. It's fake. No. Jeffy's got a lot of meanness. Jeffy works very hard to control his meanness. Jeffrey prays a lot about his meanness. Yeah. No, really. I mean, I'm glad that, people might think that, but no, I'm human. I mean, some days are great and other days aren't. That's, but, that's life. I understand that. How do you know I have one? I had one. I had my grandma's. I used to do that all the time, but it wasn't well, I had a rosary, and then I had some beads, and I'm not really sure where they're from or what religion or you know what people used them, but I think I see Lebanese people, and I think I see other people use them. But yeah, I mean, I used to do that. I used to just I forget what it was. It wasn't like the Our Father or the other one that the Catholics use, but I used to pray for some, and I did that like whatever how many beads I did that round and round and round and round, and and for me, anyways, I mean it worked somewhat. Like it kept me calm. My new, if you want to call it rosary, is driving down the road. That works for me, and I'm not driving alone. Hey, Scrumpy, how are you? You know, one time in Sandy, I went down to Florida, and I missed the cold so much that when I got down there, it was really hot. I opened up the freezer and stuck my head in there, and I said, "Oh, we're home." Yeah. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Well, we're getting through. We're getting through. We're doing a lot of stuff. Getting through. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, I can agree with that. But I don't see myself always being logical, and I mean, I go through, and it's not just on here, but even like in the van by myself. Well, you're never really by yourself, but by myself, I go through stages and then I come up with a reasonable thing. So, there's been a few times I've driven by people that have done bonehead things. First thought, haul them out of the car and beat them. And then second thought, no, you you can't do that, you know. And then, and then I work on it until it's like, Might be having a bad day. That's it. You've had bad days, Jeff. And that's the way I work with it. And I usually talk out loud. Well, Mike Grady. Hey, Jeffy, it's a double amputee. I'm a double amputee, just like you, buddy. I'm just in it for the park. Yeah, well, yeah. Be careful what you wish for, because parking sucks, bro. Yeah, no, well, glad you seem to be doing good. I don't know. Have you been a double amputee long, or is this fresh? I was also a counselor in youth corrections for the state of Utah for years. People will justify everything they do. Well, yeah, there's accepts the world is accepts the world is freaking nuts. Yeah, pretty much. What's the logic? This week I get to paint my van. I just I can't wait to get it done. My wife keeps seeing all the parts around the house. I got to. So, yeah, but I don't have a wife, but all them parts, front end, back end, thing for the roof, they're all inside my house. And I'm pissed. Pardon my expression. The best temp is 50. Warmer if windy. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, yeah. 2 years. Yeah, well, yeah, we're pretty much like kissing cousins then. Me, it's been about 2 years too. But yeah, hopefully you haven't experienced too much negativity or whatever. And most of it will probably come from your own brain. But yeah, it'll get better though. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I'm glad mine wasn't that painful, even though taking your legs off is can be painful. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jeffy Bear. Hey, how are you? Hope I got that name right, and I apologize if I didn't. Oh, you got all the luck. You got all the luck going for you, Mike. You're Canadian as well. It looks like you that picture. It looks like you're in a uniform or some sort. Is the government any more easier on you or no? McLaren, hey Jeffy, Mary from Scarborough. Oh, hey Mary, Scrumpy and McGrumpy. I got hit by a car 3 years ago. Changed my life. I got to get a hip replacement from it. Oh, well, sometimes, yeah, like sometimes people will look at stuff like amputations, hip replacements. They'll look at it as negative, but I've changed a lot since I lost my legs. I mean, I'm trying to catch up though. Now, what can I do, and and how far can I go? But yeah, it's sort of like yeah, it's sort of like straightened me out somewhat in a lot of ways. It really has. Oh, okay, okay. No, I'm just wondering because like I think it's really rough on some of us trying to get things and they don't tell you. It's like a big secret, but you want to know the secret because you can use it. I mean, that's the thing and then the frustration and all that. Well, it does for me. I'm not saying that for everybody, but yeah, it does for me. Frustration sets in, and then you got to work through that. Scrumpy, she tossed me 40 feet. My helmet is what saved me. Wow. But how do you pronounce a Bitia or Batia? I'm not sure. Thank you. I'm in Florida. Just got through a hurricane. Oh, well, there you go. Uh, Doug Dunn, I used to smoke 10 packs of cigarettes a day. But since I've had one of my lungs removed, I cut my smoking in half. Yeah. Sure, sure glad you're okay. That was one awful hurricane. My brother is now a double amputee, about 6 months now. Just had a go replacement. I sent him your YouTube link. I'm hoping he can get some ins- inspiration from you. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully it's up to him. Obviously, is he old? Like, how old is he? And I'm not trying to be smart ass. I just roughly how old he is. 10 packs a day. Batia. Batia? Is that how you pronounce it? Batia? Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Mike Grady. I was already in a wheelchair when I got hit because of neuropathy. Yeah, okay. But the driver did hand me $20 before he took off. Oh my lord. I gotta read that twice. I was already in a wheelchair when I got hit because of neuropathy. Yes, I've had that too. But the driver did hand me $20 before he took off. Did he expect you to go get a coffee at Timmy's or something, like, for $20? Like, really? That's I know some people, eh? Yeah. My name is Bianca. Bianca? Why don't you say that? That's a lot easier than another name you said. I mean, it's your name, not just, but yeah, it's like, holy jeez. Sorry, he just had hip replacement. Huh. No way, Mike. Seriously, oh yeah. That my son just got a trans transplant. Yep. Oh wow. He's 63. Okay. No, the reason I ask is, I mean, some people, I don't know. I mean, just from my looking around at people sometimes, some people sort of like say, what's the use? Or I'm 63, or I'm 65. And that's the thing. It's just, I mean, I am 66, but I don't act like 66 all the time, maybe any time. But I just like, yeah, I just like, no. I guess because I've had a lot of people or a lot of things in the past that say you should slow down or stop. And since I'm a fighter, I'm like, no, that's not, no, no, not yet. I'll slow down when I die, you know, and and I want to keep on going. So some people, I've been in the hospital, and some people, they weren't younger than me. They were a little and a lot older than me. But you could tell in the room the party was happening in my bed, in my corner of the room. Everybody else was just waiting on, Good Shepherd to show up. I hate to put it that way, but yeah. And I just felt like, wow, that's really sad. People give up. There's lots to life. I'm just trying to find it, and sometimes I get upset because it's not what I expected, but of course not. But so I just try to do what I can with what I got, and yeah. And sometimes I have to not listen to people, and sometimes I have to, I mean, there's no names to mention, but people say, "Oh, you shouldn't go on this. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go there." It's like, yeah, maybe logic. We're talking about logic. What logic? Yeah, maybe logic says you shouldn't, but my logic says, well, I'm not going to sort of like not try it because I might be able to do it, and then I'm going to, you know, I, I just won't, I won't push myself. And that's the thing. Like the other day, my video, I don't know if you watched it, when I went to Cooper's Marsh. there was a spot when I went up, and there was steps to go up to see over the marsh, and there was steps to go down, which I couldn't take it, and there was also a hill where people have walked or rolled or whatever, but I didn't know what was on the other side of that. I don't know if I would have went out there and then I would have had to turn around immediately and come back. I don't know. And the same thing with another path. And my logic was, I know what this can do. I know what I can do. I know that I could have gone down that hill. Question mark was, I wasn't really sure that I could have got up the hill. Same thing with the other little trail. So that's all I'm saying. It takes a little bit of practice. You got to go slow. But when I got around that corner, I met a gentleman that works there, and he was working on a beaver dam or whatever. He had to clear it up a little bit to let the water flow underneath so that it doesn't flood everything. But he told me, he said, 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have been able to make it all the way around. Water was flooded, ground was soft, you would have got stuck. And I went, oh, okay. So, I all I can do is just like, I'm gutsy, but I'm not silly in the head. I'm not going to try something totally outrageous. I mean, there was a lot of thing. I think that was a kilometer hike. So there was a lot more I could have done. So I just said, okay. I mean, yeah. But not everybody's like that. And I understand that. But if I don't try it, I can't really tell you the honest truth. If I could have, if I tried it and somebody said, well, you think you could do that? Well, I tried it. No, I can't do that. I just got to be honest with myself. That's all. And that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you, Doreen. Uh, I watched that video. You need a drone so you can see what is before you. Yeah, I thought of that too. You're right. I thought of that too. But there's other things I need before a drone. But hey, if anybody wants to send me a drone, go ahead. But that's the thing. I mean, yeah, that would be cool. Going down dirt roads, going down back roads. It'd be nice to know what the heck's ahead of you. You're right. That's what we do here, Mike. Oh yeah, okay. Mike, I will subscribe. Mike Radio. Oh, you got a channel, Mike? Is that what you're saying? I didn't get all that. I was talking and I wasn't looking. Yeah, anything like that. I have 3 drones and my FAA license used. Oh yeah, well you got big drones then. Okay, well when you start it there, let me know and I'll go over there. Retired life, how are you? I'm doing fine. If you're talking to me, thank you. No, I'm doing okay. Give me a drone company name. DJI, I guess. How is the weather? And if you're going to do that insanity, put that in your sale pitch. For a guy in a wheelchair, would like to know that he can't see like that far ahead. Would like to know what the heck's ahead, so he doesn't get stuck or whatever. Yeah, that'd be cool. During Gregor, some people that have full mobility could learn a lot from you, your positive attitude. Well, all I can say is it's free. If anybody, any questions, I'll give you what I know. Like it's free. I don't charge anything for it. I mean, it works for some, it doesn't work for it, but like the people I got sober, like I come from recovery, sober, drug addict, alcoholic. I wasn't so much into the drugs other than pot, a few pills, and then alcohol. Yeah, I drank like a fish. But um, the people that the people that showed me how to live and how to change, it's like a funny thing. I'm not saying I'm better than, I'm not, but whatever they gave me, I took it to heart. Now I didn't get it right off the first crack. Took me took me 2 years. I came in '77 and I didn't get sober till 1980. So it took me 3 years of trying to figure it out and do it, and I failed and boom, boom, boom. But that was all learning. But the people that showed me how to live, I wouldn't want to be in their life. Like I wouldn't want to live the way they do sometimes. I don't, and I'm like, not saying I'm better than, I'm just saying that, it's funny. Like I'm sober and I'm trying to live a lot of this stuff I talk about is stuff I learned in recovery, and I try to follow it to a T. I try to. To go, yeah, I do my best. No, it's man, okay. Terry Newell, it's a fine balance between doing stuff and doing too much. It can be very defeating when you try and fail. Yeah, well, that like again, Terry, you bring that up again. I say one of the worst things about, well, I'll just talk about me about recovery. You know, it's either dead stop or full speed ahead. I can't. I have a hard time finding balance, and whatever I do. And yes, it can be defeating, but the part of being defeated is get up and go again. Maybe, and you might have to change some stuff. Drones illegal where I am. JB, that company never got back to me. No, I know. I haven't heard nothing either, and that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's the thing you gotta remember, Kim. You had great intentions and everything else. It's just, yeah, there's some people, they don't, yeah, they just don't do it like that. That's all. I was thinking about them today. I'm so happy you are doing good. Many blessings. You are my inspiration, Jeffy. Well, thank you very much. Go, go, go. Never give up. Mike Grady. My favorite t shirt says, the ladies call me tripod. Yeah, okay. She just got my brain going. And not in a good way. Come on, Insanity. You know you want to. Come on, go there. Let your mind wander. Yeah. Then run like hell to church and pray for forgiveness. Scrumpy, Scrumpy, are you still in the building? Anyways, okay, I'm talked too much now. I just want a hot fudge sundae. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if I can pronounce that word. No, I better not say that. Oh, why do you all you ladies at the end here all talk about food? Retired life. Hi, how are you? Oh, I am Scrumpy McGrumpy's wife. Well, I didn't realize you were together, a tag team. Well, good. Now I know that Scrumpy's got a wife, and her name is Retired Life. Okay. Yeah, that almost rhymed. You know that, eh? That almost rhymed. Raven and Havana, we sure all had our bumps in life, but we're all here together, relaxing. Okay. We love sweets. That's why we love you, Jeffy Bear. Yeah, yeah. I can be a little sour sometimes, insanity. Yeah. No, but I mean that's the thing. Like I always say, most of my friends on YouTube are all sickos, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying we all got aches and pains and legs and no legs and whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure what you call me. Anyways, okay, I'm done. I've talked enough. I want to finish one thing before I pack her in. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you very much for coming on out, showing support. Aloha. I love you. And yeah. And I hope to see you again next week. And I hope to get a few things done to the point where I'll put some videos up. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm doing my best. If you can trust that, I'm doing my best to get back online on track. Okay. Till next time. Woohoo! We're off. Bye. Woohoo! That's a little dramatic, Jeff. Okay. We're out of here. See you later.